Hey guys. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Hey guys. Welcome to the live. Hey guys, thanks for the likes. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so today I am working on this gila monster. I'm doing this scale work on it today, so lots of little scales to do. Oops. Let's not get it all over our hands. Looks awesome, thank you. So yeah, we're doing some scale work on it so far. But there's his face. So yeah, quite a bit to do on it. The chameleon that I did last time took about 10 hours to do the skin. So the skin's like everything. The fabric, the scale work and the painting. So I'm going to paint this one. Obviously the black and orange colour. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the likes too. I'm just trying to get, so I'm mixing two different types of mediums to do the scale work. So I'm trying to get it into the syringe so I can, do every dot. So just get rid of some of the air pockets. now. Let's clean the end up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to continue doing along the seam lines to sort of cover All right, so I got a little bit of water in the end of it from last time. So it's just a little bit too runny. Hopefully that will sort itself out in a minute. All right. So done up the seam line. I'm going to go around this way and do the rest of this little section here. Thanks for the like. All right, so I'm using a combination of different types of mediums. I'm using Liquitex acrylic medium, which is kind of like a really thick paste. And that basically gives the scales some volume. And I've also mixed it with Mod Podge, which is like PVA kind of. It's pretty much PVA with a fancy name, with a fancy price tag. And that basically gives it like a little bit flexibility. You thought the cat was real? Oh, thanks. Nah, no real kitties here. Well, I have one, but not this one. Yeah, so the Mod Podge gives it a little bit of flexibility, and the acrylic medium gives it a bit of thickness, so it kind of holds its body. That makes sense. So I did a bit of experimenting on a couple of different dolls. Oh, the chameleon doll that I did previously, I did a lot of different experimenting to see if I could come up with something that I liked. And yeah, this is sort of where we're at. There's a couple of little air bubbles in there that I'm just popping. So yeah, I'm going to basically do as much of the underbelly as I can, and then we'll see how much time I have left with this live, and I might do some work on the male lion. So it's ready for the mane to be sewn on. So they're like my last 2 dolls from this little batch. Let's call it a batch. Yeah, so I got the male and the female lion. Oh, that sort of sorted itself out okay. Yeah, so they're the last 2 from this batch. Thanks for the likes. So that'll be really cool to get those finished. It'll be another one for my Action Cat series. So yeah, my lovely technique is doing every scale one at a time. My bright ideas. And then I'm going to let it dry. Yeah, at least for probably 2 days I'll let it dry before painting it. But then I'll just use water-based acrylic paint to paint over it. What am I making? So I make art dolls. This one's a Gila monster so far. So I'm doing all the scale work on it for now. But yeah, I make like fake taxidermy pieces. So yeah, just doing another little reptile. I've neglected reptiles over the years. So this year I'm sort of doing more reptiles. And yeah, just doing all the scale work on it. And it feels really nice when it's dry. Just got to throw that out there. Thanks for the likes. And we'll sort of here to blend it in. So trying to blend it in where I sort of glued the head to the body. I mean, if you're into ASMR, this would be pretty good. Yeah, I just finished my Action Cats, which I put up in my shop yesterday. Okay, so I don't want to go too far over the side because I don't want the scales to start running. So got to leave that to dry before I can sort of turn it onto one side. So I can do all of that though. So I guess we just tweezers. Where is it? The cat is amazing. Oh, thank you. It's the pooping cat. Hey Sam, how are you? Thanks for the likes. I'm trying to keep this really uniform because they have pretty uniform scales. So I'm trying to keep it pretty uniform. Sometimes I get little scales in there. I mean, oh, thank you. Thanks for all the likes. Sometimes there's little bits of brush in there to pick out. Thanks so much. It's looking good, I reckon. Air bubbles. Hang on, guys. I've got a text message. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, guys. I'm back. I just had a text message I had to reply to. Anyway, so carrying on with my scales. So, yeah, hopefully this one doesn't take 10 hours this time. Cat looks great, as well as the Gila monster. Oh, thank you. Now I might just move that there. And I might just move this on the side so I can just go up one side. I think that's a good idea. And then, yeah, I'll try and just do like a whole run, maybe. I find putting the syringe off to the side as well, I can sort of get it off the syringe a bit better, and having like a good consistency helps it sort of flake off and then turn into a raised ball. was that? I think that worked out pretty good. Just clean up any patches. Okay. It's looking good. Hey there, Peyton. How are you? You're a big fan? Oh, thank you. Shucks. Thanks for the follow. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, I'm trying to get them sort of close enough, but not too close that they mash into each other. Oh, thank you, Kit. Thank you. Well, I think I mixed up a really good consistency with this slot. The last one, I think I did it like a little too thick, but this one's like a really nice consistency, and when you put it on the fabric, it sort of molds into a nice little dome, which is what we want. Whereas the other batch that I mixed up was like a little thick, and it was still retaining like a peaks. So I just added a little bit more Mod Podge to this one, just so it yeah, sort of curls back on itself and forms a nice little dome. But yeah, I'm still got to do some testing for snake skin. I'm still not sure. I have another idea to try, like a fake snake skin. The cat near the camera looks like it's had too much catnip. It's a pooping cat. Lizard skin. Yeah, it is kind of fun, but yeah, I did a chameleon a couple of months ago. Same sort of technique, but that like the whole skin process took about 10 hours to do. So it definitely is time consuming, but I think it's worth it in the end. And I'm just cleaning up some little bits here. Little bits. Looking good. The cat is cute. Thank you. Thanks. That's nice. Little, whatchamacallit. I'll just put one in here. I'm not going to do too much on the side because I don't want it to run. But I think it's going to look really good when it's painted. It's going to feel really nice too. You're definitely. Oh, thank you. Of your Chi, was Chi a kitty or a puppy or something else? I've made heaps of little bereavement pets before, so I get what you mean. They're always really difficult to make. Especially for someone that obviously knows what their pet looks like much better than what I do. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Chihuahua. I've done 2 chihuahuas. I did a white one. She sits on my desk. Oh, that's nice. I've done 2 chihuahuas. I've done a white one and like a mixed coloured one. If that makes sense. You thought the cat was real. Yeah. It's just a little poopy cat hanging out. I did just uploaded a stop motion of the 3 cats this morning. I can't stop watching it. It's so funny. not to laugh at my own jokes, but I laugh at my own jokes. Real in our hearts. That's right. I'm a big fan of my own jokes. Right, need a bit more. It was hard work, but barely fulfilling. Oh, thank you. It definitely takes a lot of time, a lot of trial and error. Just trying to suck up some more. You can get the air out without losing too much. I just put in there. You went past this. Oh, you know, cat, real. It's just my little kitty cat. I have to never stop. No, I won't stop. I'll never stop crafting. It gives you a bit of sanity, even though you make silly things, but that's what's funny, right? I just wish social media was like a bit nicer, like sharing my stuff around. It's just so awful. It's like not great when you post stuff and then like nothing, it doesn't get fed out to like anybody. So that's always frustrating. But that's just social media, I guess. Oh, thank you. That wasn't a share prompt, but no, I don't want to host. Yeah, it's always you never know what's going to go, what's going to be a hit, and what's just not going to get fed out. I'm not like savvy with social media, I don't think. Definitely not. Oh, thank you. Night, night. Thanks. A bit of water in there. I don't want to co-host. Go away. I don't want to co-host. A bit of water. Okay. Let's still water. Still watery, still. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. I don't think I could do too much more on this little section. Otherwise it's going to run down the side of the body. Move on to the other side though. Thought that was a real cat for a second. Meow. Silly. Okay. I'm going to put... no, I should let it to go up. All right, let's continue with this little section here, I think. So when this dries, I can carry on because I don't want it to run down the side of the body. So when it's dry, I'll continue on the side area. Okay. I'll do a little bit on the leg, but not too much, because again, I don't want it to run down too much. Too much. 3 across for now. I thought the cat was real. It's just a little poopy cat. Here's the kitty. It's based on a silver point British short hair. Pooping, you know. Just casually. You love all cats. I love all cats too. How can you not? Cat's the best. I have a real one here. Got a little one in the shadows. Keeping me company. Taking up half my seat. Seat hog. You thought it was real. There's a real one. There is a real one here. Oh, she sat down. She sat down. A real seat hog. Like sitting on a slither. Well, this is some type of lizard. Yeah, this is a gila monster. So I'm doing the scale work for it. Time to show you. This is a gila monster, so it looks like that, really. But yeah, I'm doing like all the scale work for it at the moment. Just trying to clean up this bit here. It's a bit more around. So I'm doing the scales with a mixture of like a acrylic medium and a Mod Podge, which is like PVA. But so yeah, a combination of those different things to make the scales basically one at a time. You know how it is. Crazy ideas, harebrained ideas. But I think it makes it more realistic, I think. So just sort of moving it to be a little bit straighter. All right. Now I might do, just because I don't want these scales to start sort of running down, so I might do the other side. Some more. Start on this side. Let's see how far we can get with that one. Should probably go this way actually. Okay. Oh, the old fingies. It's tough on the old fingies. Well, that sort of evened out fine, didn't it? Evened out all right. Evened out all right. Right, so randomly start from this end. Hopefully, I don't think we're up on for 10 hours this time. I think we're doing good. I reckon this here has taken about 2.5 so far to get here, which is not bad considering. Don't want that, do we? I'm actually looking forward to painting this one. I think the orange and the black look really nice together. There's something about orange. Orange was like my favorite color when I was a kid. Just a little fun fact there. I like purple now. All right, let's go. going to remember to give my hands a little bit of a break, I think. Should just do like a whole video on this, ASMR style. Watch me dot some lizard skin. Is that cat real? I mean, it's pretty stiff if it's real, right? Can the yawning one? Is the lizard real? No. If it did, it would look very weird. So this is a gila monster. I'll get the cat in the background. This kitty's a pooping kitty. And this one's the yawning kitty. So if we can get a good look at the mouth or not. Try my best not to stick my arm in that. But this one's based on a Siamese blue point kitten, because it's very kitten-like, but the tail. So yeah, I just got him in like this little curled up yawning position, like that. Oh, thank you. That's the kitty, and this is the pooping one. This is the poopy kitty, complete with, oh, there's a real one there too. Cat reveal. So cute. Cat reveals. This one. Cat reveal. Isn't it beautiful? The cat, yes. Except her breath, poof. When she yawns. Alright, sitting on a cat, in the way. Okay, so so I just finished those 3 cats. Got another one, the Zoomies one as well, which is based on the Burmese, chocolate Burmese. So yeah, I just did like the stop motions for them. Heaps of videos starring the action cats. How long did it take you to make a cat? I think these are about 20-25 hours in between then. I really should start calculating how long it takes, but yeah, about 20-25 hours for each cat. So a while. But yeah, the lizards tend to take a bit longer just because of all the scale work and everything. But these are pretty basic looking cats. Like, oh, thanks for the follow. These are pretty basic cats, so there wasn't like any, apart from the airbrushing, I airbrushed all the pattern work onto it, on both of them, all 3 of them. So yeah, probably pretty standard one. Oh, thank you for the follow. Whereas the reptiles tend to take a bit longer because of all the scale work involved, like the sculpting of the scale work on the head and the feet. It take a long time because you've got to do each scale individually. And then my bright idea is to do each scale individually on the body as well. But because you can paint it in, but I want the texture, the scale texture. I don't want just no painting. I want the texture. So it just takes a little bit longer to do. So that's why I'm trying to work out a good snake skin, like a good fake snake skin, because I want like that snake texture where, I haven't quite figured it out yet. So the next snake I want to do is a rattlesnake, so I want to make the rattle as well. So I've got a bit of experimenting to do and see what I can come up with. Something that sounds like the rattle. Obviously, I can't use like time bones. Am I left or right? I'm righty. I'm a righty. Alrighty. Well, sometimes I do things with my left hand, but yeah, no, I'm a righty. I use my cutlery the opposite way. Just FYI. FYI, I use my cutlery the other way. As everyone tells me, the wrong way. I say please. Please. I use a cutlery damn well how I want to use a cutlery. That's what I say. But yes, I get told all the time I'm using the cutlery the wrong way. No worries. You're left-handed, but use my cutlery like a right-handed person, like everybody else. No, I just can't. I can't do it. I cut with my right. Hold, cut. Thank you for the follow. I was like, that's a cool cat. Wait, it's not moving. Nope. It's a little poopy cat. Poopy faced cat. Meow. I have a real one down here though. She's very dark, you can't see her. You can see a little bit of her. The back. That's cool. Thanks. Yeah, it's a little poopy cat. It's based on a pretty short hair silver point tabby. Silver tabby, I think they're called. But yeah, based on a pretty short hair. So just something a little different, you know. You know. It's me being my strange self. You know how it is. Was it once alive? Nope, it's all polymer clay. Polymer clay, fake fur. Basically fake taxidermy. Fakeodermy. I call it fakeodermy. So, yeah, the whole point is to make it as realistic as possible using non-animal products. Hence the reason why I'm doing every scale of this individually. Because we want it real. Okay. What is the real cat's name? I have two. This one here, her name's Linka. She's uptight. She's nice. She's just an uptight cat. Very sensitive and controlling. But yeah, she's a Burmese. She's a brown Burmese, but she maybe can't tell because it's so dark. Okay, so might leave. Probably do a little bit here. But getting into territory of sliding downhill, I think. I'm just going to clean this tip off. Do probably leave it there and then continue on when I can sort of turn it to the side when this is drying. It should be dry enough to overnight. It should dry enough, I think, to continue on tomorrow. So yeah, we'll try and get all of this done, all the belly done. We're in Australia. I'm in Melbourne. Is the cat real skin and stuff? It's a tiny cat. It's a really tiny cat if it was real. No, it's all fake. Polymer clay and fake fur. I don't use any animal products. Thanks for the follow. In my work, sometimes I might use ethically sourced feathers, but I sort of try not to use feathers anymore, like at all. I don't like the bugs that come with like animal things, I guess. That's awesome. Thank you. What am I doing? I'm creating some skin on a gila monster. So some scales, I should say. So that's a little look at the face. But if you don't know what a gila monster is, it's a type of reptile with little venomous glands on the side there. So I'm doing all the scale work for it now. And then I'll paint it black and orange, the same as the face. So this is like the first bit of the skin, the step, or the second bit of the step of the skin. So yeah, just trying to do, I've got the other side to do, but I have to do it in parts. I have to wait for things to dry and all that fun stuff. So I can't really do much more on the curved side of things because the little domes start sort of pulling down, if that makes sense, running downhill. So yeah, I'm kind of limited to how much I can do at one time on this. So I have to sort of wait probably overnight for all these to dry so I can sort of tip it to one side and do like the next batch. What do I do with them? I've got a shop, so they're all for sale in there. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of them looking for homes. I take commissions too, so I'm actually waiting for someone to get back to me about the leopard seal that I just finished, see if they're happy so I can send it off. So always make sure the customer's happy before I package it up, but I haven't heard from them. So I don't know if my emails are going into their spam folder, so hopefully not. Hopefully I hear from them soon so I can free up some space here for more little creatures. But yeah, I sell them. Need to get some more. Looks nice. Like it's a nice... No! No! You know, these things happen, don't they? Of course. Spoke too soon, right? Let's see if I can fix these ones. Sometimes we make mistakes, don't we? Shouldn't have shown you how cool it was. Is the shop online? Yeah, it's creaturesandat.com. I'm doing a gila monster and I just ruined all the scales that I just did. So I'm just going to clean this up and just redo this little patch, I think. So, yeah, I make art dolls, so fake taxidermy pieces. So I'm doing some fake skin here, some fake scales. We're going to fix it. Need to get more. That's what we do here. We make mistakes. By the panther, it's a kitty. It's a kitty cat. Thanks for the follow. It's a pooping kitty, to be precise. Damn puzzle piece. Okay. Now I'm just trying to get up some of the stuff that I mixed up together. Where did that go? Who knows? Not a good look for myself today, is it? It's so thick, it's like really hard to get up the syringe. I'm just gotta come as it goes. I heard that plane go over 6 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, I live near the airport, so there's like lots of planes. I don't even notice it anymore, though, so yeah. There's plenty of planes around here, unfortunately. I hardly even notice them anymore. Don't like this one here. I'm gonna take it off. I can do 2 little ones. Thank you for the share. That's better. All right, let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. Okay, this will just start to tack off now, so that's good. Okay. What was I doing before? I can't even remember. Oh, I was gonna, yeah, okay, never mind. I've already done it. I was gonna get more in the syringe. Oh, we've already done it. Okay. I'm gonna carry on this way. I'll do this last because I reckon I'm going to smudge it. So just preliminary. A preliminary stopping. All right. Sorry. The cat better quit eyeing me like that. Hey, I'm here. Remember me? You have yes, I do. And a Bombay, I do. I do. How can you forget a Bombay? Yay! I do. Well, I finished the cats, if it's any consolation. Okay, a few more lines, I think. The cat in the back, the yawning one. I can't pick a favourite. I think it has to be the pooping one. They're all looking pretty good, actually. Just trying to make them a little bit more round, some of them. I think they're all looking not bad, not bad. Looks nice. What are the scales made from? So I'm using a mixture of Liquitex acrylic medium and Mod Podge. So the acrylic medium sort of gives it some body, so it stays like a dome. and the Mod Podge makes it a little bit more flexible. Because I found when I tested just the acrylic medium, it sort of started cracking a little bit. So when I added the Mod Podge, it sort of made it a little bit more flexible. So yeah, that's my testing. So, you know, I might try something later on, or it doesn't work for every sort of lizard because you can't button them up against each other because they just end up sort of blending. So yeah, you know, I'll try a couple of different techniques for lizards that have different scales, but yeah, for these like dotty scales, like on the Gila monster and the I did a veiled chameleon not too long ago. It works really great. So it takes a bit of practice, I think, to get these scales. I mean, even I stuffed up. I just like wiped a whole bunch off here because I was like, ooh, and then ended up like, you know, smearing a bunch of it. So yay, go me. A for effort. But you got to get like the right consistency, I think. Otherwise, it doesn't really come out of the syringe the best. And it sort of maintains the peak. So if you get it a little bit runnier, it sort of spreads out into like a nice round dome. So yeah. Anyway. And then you get the stragglers that you just clean up a little bit. Of course. I don't think I can put much more on here because it's going to start to run downhill, I think. Probably. I reckon maybe 2 more lines on this side before it starts sort of running downhill. Let's see how we go. Thank you for the follow. Don't really have all that much left with that anyway. What I might do actually is use the rest of this for a little bit of testing so I can leave it to dry overnight. I want to test some potential scales for the rattlesnake. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Rattlesnake, yeah. I just because I don't know how to do this the skin on it at all. So I've been sort of like racking my brain on how best to do it. I would really like to be able to emboss it, but I need a dye for it. and obviously I have to make a dye so that all remains. So I'm not really sure the best way to go about that, and I want to make the rattle, so it's a bit of experimenting with getting that rattle sounding okay. I think like ball bearings might work well in like a something plastic. I think ball bearings might work well, or just like maybe plastic pellets or something, which I've got plastic pellets. I just have to give it a crack and see if it sounds like a rattlesnake. So yeah, I think that's the next snake that I want to make. Who doesn't like a rattlesnake, right? Are you going to make the rattle on the tail? Yeah, I do want to. I think I'll try some ball bearings and see if that's ball bearings in like plastic or something, like a plastic container of some sort. I think that might work well. I just have to obviously play around with it and see if it actually sounds like a rattlesnake. But yeah, I think the skin is the biggest problem. Working out the skin. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a couple in here. There, on there, just along the seam line. No problem. I think that's about as much as I can do with the scales for today. What I might do, I'm just going to cut out a little bit of fabric. So, Unco. Alright. So what I want to do, I'm going to leave this to dry overnight, then I'm going to come back and do as much as I can on probably, I should kind of continue on that way, shouldn't I? Because then I'll be able to bend the legs and have it sitting up. So, hey Murray. leave that there. And in the meantime, I want to try something. So I'm going to just paint a little bit on here. So when this dries, I can try a different technique. Hopefully it goes okay. And then I'm going to do, what's the time? I'm going to do a little bit of work on, oh, your breast stinks, mate. On the male lion. So I'm just going to paint some of this on here. Kind of thickish. And then with these, when this dries, maybe, is that real fur? No, it is not. Yeah, so when this dries, I might try and cut out, it'd be really good to get a hole punch. That would be so much easier. I don't have a hole punch though. No, I have to Google. It's probably a really bad idea to do each scale individually again on a snake, on a rattlesnake, but a hole punch would be like my ideal thing. It's you with the Bombay. Hello again. What I miss? Not much. I just maxed out the zone for the scales and the gila monster, so I got to let that dry before I can sort of roll it over. That's why things take so long. So I'm just using the rest of it because I want to try a little technique, I guess. Once this dries, try a little technique with some scales. So I'd really like to find a hole punch. And I don't think that shape exists, so rattlesnake scales. I don't think that shape exists. So I just get this slapped on, and then I'm going to do a little bit of work on the male lion. So leave that to dry in the abyss. Get this. Your cat has a problem. It's just a, cranky cat. All right, lion. Lion. Get there. Oh, thank you. All right, so, I mean, there's still a fair bit of work to do on this guy. You know what I need? I'm going to do a pretty heavy mane on this too. So I'm not going to bother sewing this bit up. I'm going to just sew the mane over the top of it. So this is basically part of the mane that I'm going to be using, and this is a little bit for his tail. I did a bit of combing out with this. But yeah, it looks pretty mane-like. It will. You have to make it smaller because when you add the fur, it really bulks it out. So you've got to make it smaller. So again, trust me process. So I have to bulk this out, obviously, a bit more. So I'm going to do like majority of the mane with this, and then I'm going to do like a caramel color on the outside. So you will. All right. So it's a little excessive at the moment, but what we want ears. Do that, and I reckon I might just cut some holes here and sort of feed the ears through. So it's not something that I normally do, but I think in this instance I'm going to cut some holes through, and we want it to be about here. So and that way I can add a little bit of polyfill so that the ears are kind of hard to see anyway with the mane. But yeah, I don't normally do it this way, but what the hell? Let's just try it. And then again. So I'm just cutting a little slit to get the ears through. So this particular fur is called Mongolian faux fur as well. How much did the customer pay for the line? No, he's not a commission. He's I think I've done all my big cats at $580 US. I think they're all, but it might be $550, just around there, really. But yeah, I will offer payment plans as usual. It's going to move this way a little bit. Chop that. Intricate work. See, he's already starting to take shape. You see how much bulkier it gets. So we want it. It's going to be a pretty hefty mane, this one. So what I want to do, I'm going to pin this. Like so. We can get there. I can get the twist on it. Pin. All right. Now I want the mane. Oh. So it's going to be one of those manes that sort of go underneath as well. So we want, I'm going to bulk that up as well with some polyfill. You like that idea? Right. I'm just going to bulk this up with some polyfill. And that sort of, this isn't like the whole head. The whole head. The head extends past here too, so it makes it a bit bigger. And then obviously you add the fur, and it makes it a bit bigger too. So we just got to account for all the add-ons. So it's starting to look a bit better. And then yeah, when I add some more fur along here, it'll bring it out a bit, and fur on the face, it'll start bringing it out a little bit as well. All right, it's looking okay. Now we want the fur to come down here, here. So this is all just planning, and I'm going to give this a comb out as well, so it goes from this ratty to like this nice smooth fur. So I think this is a little bit more realistic when I've combed it out using like a pet brush. Oops. All right, so I'm also going to cut some little leg holes here. Now, and then it's sort of covered. So probably one more, and then off to the side, I think. And then pin this. So I'm just going directly over the top of the fur that's already there. Now, it's not going to be the whole way down, so I'll probably just trim that up a little bit. There. And then attach it here. Like that. That'll be attached like that. So I might just pin this bit here at the back. And then, yeah, the whole front piece is going to be that caramel colour. So, yeah, it's going to be a really heavy mane. It's because we like the heavy mane. Just get rid of this mumbo jumbo. And then trim probably take it about up to here, I reckon. And up to there, I reckon. Okay. Are you working on anything else? Then the lions were the last one. So I've got the male and the female lion. So they were the last ones out of the batch, and the Gila monster, obviously. And then I'm going to start a whole new batch of dolls. So we're looking at another 7 or something. So I am going to do, so far, I'm going to do another medieval cat. So just to carry on with the storyline that I got going. You know, just being a weirdo, general weirdo. So yeah, I'll continue on with that one. Another one that I've been wanting to do for a long time is a Japanese style dragon. So I'm going to do that one as well, which is going to be a pretty big feat, I think. And then I'm going to do, what else am I going to do? Oh, the next lizard, I'm going to try and add a lizard or a reptile into each batch, which is a leopard gecko. I thought that would be really cute because who doesn't like geckos? Then I did like a poll for another doll that I was just going to do for my personal collection, which people voted on Shiranui from Okami. Yeah, I've been wanting to do a Japanese dragon for a long time, but I've been wanting to do it like a woodblock style. So something a little different, I think. And I wanted to do a golden tiger as well, because she doesn't like tigers, just to add another one to my to my big cat collection. And then I was thinking of a kiwi, like the bird kiwi. So, yeah. All right, how are we going there, Mufasa? I think that's a good mane. And then I'll probably add a little bit of a track down here, I reckon. Once that's been sewn, I'll just add on another little bit here, I reckon, just to... Kiwis are your favourite? Oh, they're cute, aren't they? So I was going to do a kiwi, so I kind of, thanks for the follow, kind of got to go on the hunt for like fake fur that looks like kiwi fur. I might have some. Just have to, yeah, see if it's enough. Could even just add this bit here. All right. Okay, just add that bit. Okay, so it'll be sort of like that. And then, yeah, I think it'll be kind of like that. And then we've got the caramel colour. Got to do the little tail piece, which I might do there. Little tail piece probably needs to be bigger than that. Little tail piece, this bit. Love it already. Yeah, so I've got the caramel colour there. I can show you. So then a little tail piece there. It's going to look good. So I've got that piece. And then, yeah, I'll airbrush the white to have more orangey sandy colour, I guess. This is the caramel. So then we put the caramel kind of weird angle, but it is a weird angle. I don't have a small piece to show. Caramel. Put the caramel colour on there on top. So it's all coming to plan. I'm just trying to see. So I don't think we need, I might just give this a trim. This little bit here. Here's the pin for this. There. Okay, that's big enough. Just give this a trim here. Okay. Cute, right? This one to glue down, probably there-ish. Good, back of the head. See how it sits. It sits okay. Don't think we need any more stuffing in there. That's good. We might need some down the bottom here, but we'll sew it up first. But yeah, need to fluff it up a bit. And then we'll sort of need to add the fur to here, caramel, and then the rest of the fur. So bulk it out a little bit. Considering adding balls as well. I don't know. Should I add balls? Yeah. Considering. So you can sort of brush it out and it starts looking a bit nicer. Too. So I didn't really want it ratty. I wanted it nice, and I know this particular fur is really nice when it's brushed out. So, and it gets rid of all the loose hair. So let's see. It's all nice. Nice and silky, like he's got a nice perm, like hairdo. But yeah, then you can sort of style it. Anyway, sort of makes it a bit longer too. Yeah, I might. Wondering if I should just bring this up a little bit here. So it'll be. Is this from Full Metal Alchemist? No, it's just a lion. So I think I might bring that up a little bit, like that. Hit that went in my eye. Okay. I just rolled it up a little bit. So I think, so it sort of goes up like so. Like that. Alright. Back again. The stop motion. I have to say I have watched that about 10 times. I did laugh. I laughed at it quite a lot, actually. Big fan. Big fan. All right, so I might just sew this. While it's off. That's what happens when you work with fur. Just forever floating in your eyes. Forever and a day. So if I sew this, I might have to sew it on because I won't be able to get it on, I think. Do that and pin that. Should be good. Just rambling to myself. All right, so that'll be what we're going for. Isn't that nice little tail? When it's sewn up, it'll sit a bit more nicely, but get the idea. Looks too big at the moment, but we'll get there. It's gonna look good. He's gonna look good. So I'll probably do some sewing on this tomorrow. There's no point me starting. The child is awake. Chunky boy. So yeah, I think it's looking good. I was sort of doubting it when I didn't have the mane on. I was like, I don't know. But you sort of got to make it a little thinner to account for the mane. It just gets too thick otherwise, and it looks a bit off. So that's what it throws me off all the time doing dolls that need to be a bit smaller initially because of you're adding things. So it always throws me off, and I was like, I don't know. I'll just get the mane on and see what it looks like. But I think it looks really good. I think it looks good. So there might be like a few little bits and pieces that I might go back and revise maybe. I don't know. We'll see when we finish. But anyway. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today. So tomorrow we'll try and do a lot of the Gila Monster scales and then maybe some sewing of this guy. I'd like to get the mane on, so yeah, I can start adding the fur to this. But yeah, it's starting to look, I mean, it'd be a perfect white lion, right? But yeah, all right, YouTube, catch you later.